It was originally The Wrap that published this, but others have also confirmed these stats. So today we are going to talk about the most in-demand franchises in terms of search volume, in terms of popularity, in terms of discussion online, and also the hype for the next entry in the franchise. So let's look at the top 6 dominating all conversation for the last year and a half. So number 6 is Deadpool, a franchise that is always being discussed, for better or for worse, and for one reason or another. Obviously, it ends up as number 6 because there's been a huge influx of people talking about Hugh Jackman's Wolverine return, and of course, this being Marvel Studios' first rated R film. At number 5, we have the X-Men franchise. Again, this goes hand in hand with Deadpool, as we see that the two do have a correlation and a split between search volumes and search frequency, going from searching from Deadpool to X-Men and from X-Men to Deadpool. But on top of this, there's also the searches for various other things connected to it that also connected directly to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and all the hype that happened there with that film last year. At number 4, we have Thor. This makes sense. There was a new Thor film last year, and for better or for worse, I mean, there was a lot of talk about it, and search volume is high. There's also a lot of search volume that's associated with this due to Chris Hemsworth and his early onset discovery of potential Alzheimer's, so that's all kind of contributing to this, and it's clearly reflected in the search and the volume. At number 3, we got the Batman franchise, and we're talking about just the Batman, and how that connects to Penguin as well, which is there, obviously not as high, but people are searching about it, and the Batman 2, people want to know more about it. So this lands it in that safe number 3 spot, which honestly makes sense. He's tracking above Thor, he's tracking above X-Men, he's tracking above Deadpool. That all kind of checks out. At number 2, we have Spider-Man. This makes sense. There's a lot of discussion with Spider-Man, especially in the search volumes and impressions on Spider-Man 4, of course, what the next plan is, and if Tom Holland will return, what they're going to be doing, and what they're doing as a whole. But the bigger picture here also is that after this, the volume of searches spikes also for Spider-Verse and Sony's Spider-Verse, which tells me that people are trying to figure out the difference between the two, so not surprising. And number 1, the film franchise and films that are leading the charge by the biggest margin imaginable, by a jump of over 120% over Spider-Man, is the Avengers brand. It is still the number 1 tracking superhero anything on the planet by volume, by search volume, by discussion, by product. Everything you can look at, the Avengers dominates it, and it makes sense. I mean, people still talk about Infinity War and Endgame. People are talking about the Kang Dynasty. They're talking about Secret Wars. I mean, yeah, the Avengers is not going to leave the first spot for a while, if really ever, when it comes to superheroes, especially with how they're, playing carefully and strategically when they release these and how they're hyping them up. And, yeah, that's it. That's really it. That's your top 6 in terms of popularity and search volume and everything related to these 6 films and, well, what the people are looking for and what's in demand.